Welcome to the Survival Talks, true stories of survival between life and death. In 1982, Steven Callahan's dream of solo ocean navigation turned into a nightmare when his custom-built sailboat, the Napoleon Solo, was critically damaged in the Atlantic. On February 4, 1982, a violent collision with a whale caused a catastrophic breach in the hull. The boat began to swamp rapidly, forcing Callahan into a desperate escape. He grabbed only essential supplies and launched his six-person Avon inflatable life raft. Before dawn, a large wave separated him from the sinking Napoleon Solo, leaving him adrift. His entire world shrank to the confines of the 6-foot inflatable raft. With meager supplies, the immense challenge of survival against the vast Atlantic began immediately. The raft, designed for temporary use, began to slowly deflate. Callahan knew he had to find ways to repair and maintain it to prolong his chances of survival. Water was paramount. He ingeniously utilized solar stills and improvised devices to collect precious rainwater, desperately trying to combat the constant threat of dehydration. His initial salvaged food supplies dwindled rapidly. Callahan had to rely on the emergency kit, which contained only a small amount of provisions to sustain him. Necessity drove innovation. Callahan fashioned a spear gun from salvaged parts to hunt mahi-mahi, fish that began to follow his raft, becoming a primary food source. He speared mahi-mahi and other fish like triggerfish, also capturing barnacles and birds. This aquatic ecosystem evolved around him, following his raft for over 1,800 nautical miles. Predatory sharks became a constant, terrifying presence. They circled the raft, a visceral reminder of the ocean's dangers and Callahan's vulnerability. While terrifying, the sharks also represented a potential, albeit dangerous, food source. Capturing them, however, was an incredibly perilous undertaking in such confined quarters. The extreme isolation began to take a heavy psychological toll. Days blurred into weeks, marked only by the relentless sun and the vast, empty horizon. Exposure to the elements was brutal. He endured scorching sun, chilling nights, and violent storms, each posing a unique threat to his fragile existence. False hopes flickered with the distant sighting of ships. Each time they passed by, the crushing weight of disappointment amplified his struggle to maintain resolve. He clung to guidance from Dougal Robertson's Sea Survival Manual, a fellow survivor's account. This provided crucial knowledge and a psychological anchor against overwhelming odds. As days turned into weeks, Callahan's body weakened. He suffered from dehydration, malnutrition, and numerous injuries, each demanding a painful battle for physical endurance. Despite the immense suffering, a powerful will to live burned within him. This inner strength, fueled by resourcefulness and determination, pushed him onward. For 76 days, he drifted westward with the South Equatorial Current and trade winds. This journey covered an astonishing 1,800 nautical miles across the vast Atlantic. On day 75, a storm battered the raft, pushing it closer to land. Callahan sensed proximity, a surge of adrenaline mixing with profound exhaustion. Finally, on April 5, 1982, after 76 days adrift, a fishing boat spotted him near the Caribbean island of Marie Galante. Rescue was at hand. Stepping onto solid ground was surreal. Callahan began the slow process of physical and mental recovery, the ordeal having fundamentally changed him. His 21.3-foot sloop, the Napoleon Solo, was not a total loss initially. Callahan had designed watertight compartments, preventing it from sinking immediately after being holed. Callahan was not just a sailor but also a naval architect. He designed and built the Napoleon Solo himself, a testament to his engineering skills. His epic journey began in Newport, Rhode Island, in 1981. He sailed solo to Bermuda, then continued towards England with his friend Jordan Bridges. He joined the Mini Transat 6.5 race from England to Antigua but withdrew in La Coruña, Spain, after bad weather damaged numerous boats, including his own. After repairs, Callahan continued his solo voyage along the coasts of Spain and Portugal, heading towards Madeira and the Canary Islands. He departed from El Hierro in the Canary Islands on January 29, 1982, with Antigua still his ultimate destination across the Atlantic. 7 days into this leg of his voyage, on February 5, 1982, a growing gale intensified, bringing with it the catastrophic event that would change everything. He suspected a collision with a whale caused the damage. This immense creature's accidental impact led to his boat being swamped and ultimately abandoned. Before abandoning ship, he salvaged crucial items: a cushion, sleeping bag, and an emergency kit containing food, charts, a spear gun, flares, and a survival manual. Callahan described his survival as raft. Mahi-mahi, triggerfish, and seabirds became integral to his sustenance for miles. His short spear gun, salvaged from the emergency kit, became his most vital tool. He honed his aim, striking fish that swam close to the raft. Beyond solar stills, he devised other methods for collecting rainwater. Every drop was a victory against the drying effects of the sun and salt air. The mahi-mahi proved to be his staple. These plentiful fish provided essential protein and sustenance, enabling him to endure the long days at sea. Triggerfish, barnacles, and even unfortunate birds supplemented his diet. Every edible marine creature became a potential lifeline in his desperate fight for survival. The sharks, however, remained a constant menace. Their sleek, powerful forms patrolling the depths served as a terrifying reminder of the ocean's inherent dangers. The mental strain of total isolation was immense. With no human contact, the vastness of the ocean amplified feelings of loneliness and despair. He faced numerous storms, each testing the raft's integrity and his own resilience. Survival meant clinging on, enduring the brutal power of nature. Aircraft and ships passed by, unseen or ignored. Each near miss was a cruel twist of fate, deepening the despair and testing his will to keep hoping. His body bore the evidence of his ordeal: sunburned skin, numerous cuts, dehydration, and the gauntness of severe malnutrition. Every inch of him suffered. Despite the physical breakdown, his mental fortitude remained. He focused on immediate tasks: securing water, finding food, repairing the raft, staying present. His harrowing experience became the subject of his 1986 memoir, Adrift, 76 Days Lost at Sea, a New York Times bestseller. Callahan is more than a survivor. He is an acclaimed author, naval architect, and inventor, holding 3 U.S. patents for marine innovations. His survival experience inspired the Clam, a multi-function self-rescue dinghy designed to be a proactive lifeboat, allowing sailors to sail to safety. Callahan reflects that a dynamic raft capable of sailing could have drastically shortened his ordeal, suggesting a key lesson learned from his survival. The sheer scale of the Atlantic Ocean was his constant companion and adversary. Covering 1,800 nautical miles tested the very limits of human endurance. His rescue occurred near Guadeloupe, a significant distance from his intended route, highlighting the unpredictable nature of ocean currents and survival. The fishermen who found him played a crucial role in his survival. Their routine journey led them to the spot where Callahan's ordeal would finally end. Callahan's survival for 76 days on a fragile raft is a profound testament to human resilience and the sheer force of the will to live. His ability to innovate and adapt, building tools, collecting water, maintaining the raft, showcased extraordinary ingenuity under the most extreme duress imaginable. Callahan's story offers profound lessons about human capability, our relationship with nature, and the deep reserves of strength found within ourselves during crises. The 6-person Avon raft, designed for emergencies, proved to be a fragile vessel for such an extended, harrowing journey across the Atlantic. Moments of profound despair were inevitable. The crushing weight of his situation threatened to extinguish hope, making each day a victory over psychological surrender. The unique ecosystem that followed him wasn't just about food. It was a constant, living presence in his isolation, a strange form of companionship. With no navigation tools functioning effectively, Callahan navigated by instinct and the subtle shifts of wind and current, a primal form of seamanship. The ocean became his classroom, teaching him harsh but vital lessons about survival, resourcefulness, and the raw power of nature. Emerging from the ordeal, Callahan gained a profound new perspective on life, appreciating simple necessities and the incredible strength of the human spirit. His story continues to inspire countless individuals, serving as a powerful reminder that even in the bleakest circumstances, hope and survival are possible. Steven Callahan's 76 Days Adrift wasn't just about surviving the ocean. It was a profound journey into the depths of human endurance and the unshakable will to live. Steven Callahan's epic tale is a reminder of the extraordinary feats possible when facing the impossible. Explore more incredible survival stories.